Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 1990's Represent. We're wrapping up our fifth cycle on 1991 with a video game, and in this episode, we're talking about the arcade version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, very famously ported to the Super Nintendo in 1992, but the arcade version released in 1991. I think the Super Nintendo version was called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, and then it was Turtles in Time, because I think they were keeping the numbering going from all the other Konami NES games. So they did Ninja Turtles, then I think they did their, like, a home version of the arcade game. Then they did, I think it was the Manhattan Project after that, and then Turtles in Time after that. So it was called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 on the Super Nintendo, but just Turtles in Time in the arcade. Just an excellent beat 'em up. I think just kind of expands upon the original. The original game from 1989 is still really good, and I just think this one just a little bit better, but also just kind of in the very same vein as that. I have some notes here about this. We're going to get to those, and then of course we'll get to the gameplay as well. So we just cracked the notebook open here first. There we go. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. No exact date on this, but it just says March 1991 for the arcade version. Again, Super Nintendo got their version in 1992. And it's the follow-up to the original 1989 arcade game. I didn't get to play that until like 1990. I think it was like probably late 80s maybe. But the original is really, really good as well. Four-player action, one player controlling each of the different turtles. So you have Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo. They all play kind of similarly. They each just have a different weapon. So you have katanas with Leonardo. You have the bow with Donatello, sais with Raphael, and nunchucks with Michelangelo. Really cool boss battles and things like that. And we can't really say whole lot more about just basically saying how on point Konami was in the late 80s to early 90s with their arcade beat 'em ups. I was considering for this episode to either be doing this. I ended up deciding on this one, but between this and the Simpsons arcade game. But Konami just had so many just great beat 'em ups during this time period. Again, we had the original TMNT arcade game from 1989. We had Sunset Riders. We did a video about that. There was the Simpsons arcade game. And then I think in 1992, we got the amazing X-Men arcade game that you could actually fit 6 people around if you had the full, huge version of that game, which I remember playing in arcades a couple times. Most of the time I found that game, it was the 4-player version. But there was one arcade, I think in an amusement park, that I went to a couple times that actually had the full-on 6-player version. So yeah, Konami was just like Konami and Capcom during this time period. Capcom had their Final Fight series, but I think Konami kind of just edged them out just a little bit with again the Simpsons, 2 really great Ninja Turtles beat 'em ups, and X-Men in 1992, and then again Sunset Riders in 1991 as well. So just Konami just very on point with their beat 'em ups during this time period. Let me see here. Apparently, this has been re-released as like bonus content for other games. I think it was included in the 2005 Mutant Nightmare game. There was a version that was re-released, like a remake called Reshelled. I think that was an Ubisoft version, and that came out in 2009. So basically, they took the game, basically just kind of like made the stuff 3D, kind of like in whatever the animation style of the time was. I didn't play the reshelled version, and I think it was also included in whatever the Cowabunga collection was. So a just collection of a bunch of just other Ninja Turtles games across various platforms. Came out to some pretty good reviews. I actually have to pull those up really quick. I had them written down earlier. So just again a very solid just beat 'em up from Konami. Some quick review scores here. So there is the arcade version and the SNES version. I don't think it was ported to anything else during that time period. I think it was just, yeah, so the arcade March of 1991 and Super Nintendo in 1992. And then, of course, other ports later on in like collections and things like that. But let's see, it has an 83% on the Super Nintendo version from Game Rankings. All Game gave the arcade version a 4 out of 5. Most of these other reviews are from the Super Nintendo version, so EGM gave that a 36 out of 40. Pretty good. Mean Machines has it at looks like an 80%. 4 out of 5 for Nintendo Power, 94.5 from Game Zero. Game Zone at 93%, 9.4 out of 10 from Nintendo Dojo. Play Meter has the arcade game at a 9 out of 10. And yeah, so 9 out of 10 from there. So basically, pretty good reviews, kind of across the board. I don't know if a whole lot of publications were doing like arcade reviews at that time period. So a lot of the reviews were for the Super Nintendo port, which is also just an incredible port. I remember renting that over like a weekend because I think I played the arcade version in an arcade like a couple occasions. But I remember renting. I think it was when the like local grocery stores renting. You could rent a Super Nintendo console and game. So I think we rented that and Turtles in Time, maybe a couple others. But ended up just my friend and I just basically beating the game on the Super Nintendo version. And that's where I really kind of sank my teeth into the game, was that particular version, even though I had kind of dabbled with the arcade version on a couple occasions. But just an incredible game. That's going to do it for this first half, and now we're going to get into our gameplay through our emulator. We'll be right back with that. All right, so we are here in our game. So one thing about this game is I think each coin in the version is a certain particular turtle. So we're going to start this game off with Leonardo, but I do have mapped the controls to be able to play some of the other turtles as well.
This is April on the
Let's skip that. We got I think Baxter is our first level boss here. So basically, you got jump, you got attack, and it's just a classic beat 'em up. One thing I like about this game a little bit more than, say, like The Simpsons is The Simpsons I just remember being brutally difficult, almost to like an unfair level. Like, I don't think I ever beat the arcade version of that game in an arcade, just based on how kind of difficult it was. But the original Turtles arcade game I finished in the arcade. I don't think I played enough of this one in the arcade to finish it. But Sunset Riders, my friend and I were able to beat that in the arcade. So I feel this one's a little more fair with the difficulty. This one I just remember it being very difficult.
Prepare to die.
So you got Krang there. Oh, got hit by the electric there. Alright, I think we got our boss fight now.
Terminate the turtle.
Pizza time.
Alright, then he's got the weird handgun there, or a gun that shoots a hand out. Alright, got him. Alright, there we go.
Alley Cat Blues.
Alright, next level. Let's go here. Exploding barrels are included in this game too, looks like. And if I lose, I'll switch over to one of the other turtles. Because I mapped the start, or the coin thing, say, different parts of the controller, so we can do that. Oh, man. So, knives. Alright, got one life left, it looks like.
Pizza time.
Alright, we got our boss fight. We got a, was it Mecha Turtle, I think? Or, I forget what it's called. I think I had the action figure of this one. It was cool because it had, the head was somewhat hollow. So if you shine, it had like a red plastic, like, clear tube, whatever it's called. So if you, or a light tube, light bar, or I don't know what it's called exactly. But it's, if you shine light through it, its eyes will glow red, which is kind of cool. Okay, so let's do... Alright, so I get mapped out with the Donatello, so we'll do him. I am getting destroyed here by him with Donnie.
Oh, shell shock. Red King Shell.
Alright, let's go back. We got Donatello again. Alright, there we go.
Sewer Serpent.
Those things, whatever they're supposed to be, this look like aliens from Alien, like the Xenomorphs. Alright, we gotta watch out for the mines. And fight off all these Foot Clan. Yeah, there we go. Watch out for the mines. Whoa. Alright.
Oh, shell shock.
So who we got now? Michelangelo, alright.
My toes, my toes.
Yeah, if you hit the mines, they complain about their toes getting hurt.
My toes, my toes.
And the animation is just really good as well. Oh, I missed the pizza. Might have been at full health, that's why I couldn't do it. Yeah, so these things always just remind me of the xenomorph from Aliens. And I think, I don't know if it was Konami or if it was some other company, but there was an Aliens arcade game at one point, like a side-scroller, like, kind of like this. And I just don't remember if it was Konami or a different company that made it. I only played that played that game maybe like once or twice, but.
Shell shock.
Alright, let's go with Raphael then. One of my favorites. But level's over, but we got Shredder popping up. So now we actually, like 3 levels into the game, we're actually in the Turtles in Time era. We got, what, prehistoric now? Prehistoric now. Alright, let's go. We got pterodactyls here dropping eggs. We got Foot Clan that... It's just kind of silly, because like Shredder banishes the turtles to the past, but then also the Foot Clan is there, so it's like... If you like, I just want to get rid of the turtles, just banish them and don't send anybody after them. So yeah, the story doesn't make a whole lot. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you know, it's just an excuse to have the turtles fighting in different time periods, which is fine. I think these are the rock things from whatever planet, that like Dimension X maybe or whatever it was. 'Cause I remember there was like a couple of them that were like military things and they were working for Krang. So yeah, I think we've now played as all 4 turtles, because we got Raphael now. We did Michelangelo, we did Donatello and Leonardo already.
Pizza power.
Then you got Foot Clan riding on raptors, which is just ridiculous, but classic, awesome.
Forgot the sun cream. the sun cream.
And they're also fire-breathing raptors, which is even more awesome.
Pizza time.
What we got here?
Man, I just had a shower.
Did they say everything's called Cement Man or something? I don't know.
Man, I just had a shower. Shell shock. Electric shell.
Alright, randomly just picked Autotail that time.
Man, I just had a shower.
Yeah, I think all the voice lines are the same. It would have been cool if they had unique voice lines per character that would fit their personalities, but
Man, I just had a shower. Man, I just had a shower.
also the just had a shower line doesn't make a lot of sense when you're getting covered in cement. So with water, sure.
Crossbones.
Alright, pirate time, right? Is that the thing from Secret of the Ooze, the whatever the... What are the turtles? The, like, the evil one or whatever. It wasn't evil necessarily, but... It was like a wolf and like a dog and a turtle and they got mutated.
Forgot the sun cream. Forgot the sun cream.
Oh, I didn't get away from that.
Shell shock. Magic shell. Magic shell.
Oh, I accidentally started a two-player game. Alright, cool.
My toes.
We're basically just matched up, so... Yeah, 'cause these games are always better with a buddy, so... I don't really know how this will work, but...
Power. Duh, my nose. Ooh, I feel seasick.
So I have the controls linked, essentially. So basically, I am playing as both. But they're attacking at the same time, they're moving at the same time. Because the only different thing on the controller I've used is the whatever button turns on the, puts quarters in that character's slot, I guess.
Oh, shell shock.
So now we're back to just Raphael.
Nose. Forgot the sun cream. Magic shell. Magic shell. Forgot the sun cream. Pizza time. Ooh, I feel seasick.
Oh yeah, it's the... Yeah, it's the two, kind of sub-bosses, basically, if you want to call them that, from the second movie. Because obviously Super Shredder being the main one. Let's get Leonardo in here to help out. Controlling both of them technically, but I don't really know if this is working very well, but we'll see how it goes.
Shell shock. Magic shell.
And of course, the telltale sign a boss is getting beat up in these kinds of games is they start flashing red or whatever.
Oh, shell shock. Magic shell.
Alright. That one's defeated. This reverts back to whatever it was originally, which is a dog. And this will revert back to being a turtle pretty soon here. They got the high five going there.
Bury my shell at Wounded Knee.
You got that weird alligator thing or whatever it was. We're on a train now. And I think that is going to do it for this episode. I think you guys all get the idea. So again, that's going to do it for now. We'll be back again in a few days, starting our next cycle in 1992. Really looking forward to that. And again, yeah, that's going to do it. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one. See ya.